What is up, guys? NYKia31 here. This is our first foray into the online streets. I wanted to get a couple of online games in just to get a feel for what people like to do, what folks are attempting to exploit, and all that stuff. Here in Draft Champions, I'm choosing my coach. New England's out of the question. So that leaves us between Doug Peterson and Sean Payton. We go with the old Gulf Coast over the West Coast. And this first round, wow. We can get our quarterback out of the way. We can go with Herman Moore or Javon Curse. I figure I can get a decent quarterback later in the rounds, as well as some pass rush. So I'm going to go with Herman Moore. Draft champions, you have to roll the dice, and of course, right in the second round, we get a quarterback, Carson Palmer. I don't want to risk going too deep, but wouldn't you know it, in the third round, you get Andy Dalton. This happened to be a deep quarterback draft, but I go with Julian Edelman. I like to have at least one lineman, but I want Edelman there as well. And then the next round, you got Russell Wilson. So I choose between Shaq Barrett. I can't tell what his pass rush moves there are on that card, which irritates the hell out of me. So I go with the lineman. And number one rule of draft champions: anytime you get a half decent corner and you don't have any corners, you take them. You can never have too many corners in draft champions. You don't want to be that guy who has one corner on his team. David Harris, sentimental pick. We're going to have him roam the middle. I'm in a 4-3 playbook, so I'm going to play plenty of cover 2 variations. It's got decent zone coverage, so we'll make him our pick. I could go pass rush here, but again, my rule is get as many DBs as you can first in draft champions. So I go with TJ Ward over HaHa Clinton Dix, two sentimental favorites. I go with TJ Ward, and then I go with Gilmore. Not great corners, not great man coverage, but it's better than the base corners. I go with Stevie Smith Sr., another sentimental pick. So I'm taking a risk here, not having any pass rush. And this Mario Williams card didn't really excite me very much. Either did this Ko Misi. So again, when in doubt, go corner. Not great corners, but better than base corners. Andrew Luck. Need it back. So I'm hoping to get a tight end now to complete this playbook so I can run it to its fullest capacity. Harrison's just too slow. Kendricks is a 4-3 line. Well, the Eagles are playing 4-3 this year. Kendricks can kind of do a little bit of everything. Worst case scenario, if I don't get a pass rusher, I can put him at defensive end and roll with base backers at outside backer, which is, a little bit risky. But I need to have some hope of a speed rush out there. And we're going to go with Greg Olson to kind of complete this playbook. So we have good receivers, good tight end with good spec catch, and a bat that can catch as well. We're going to go Devin McCourty here at free safety. And we're going to go with, I pass on Timmons. I'm going to go with Mike Mitchell so I can play either him or TJ Ward as a sub package safety. So we're feeling pretty good in our secondary. We feel pretty good at our Mike backer for playing Tampa 2. Not feeling too good about our outside backers. And not feeling very good about my defensive line. That can be a problem area. But, you got to make those tough decisions in draft champions. And that's what makes draft champions a challenge. You just got to play the hand that you're dealt. So, anyhow, here's our first draft champions championship game. Kick it off. What they should do, they should give you the chance of getting a kicker. Because these base kickers combined with this meter, combined with the natural online delay, Ooh, kicking can be an adventure. So here he comes trying to run power. He's going empty on 2nd and 1. I put a spy out there. Make a bit of a mistake there. I follow the crosser a little bit too far. He gets the first down. Hurry up mode. He's got Russell Wilson at quarterback, so we're going to be going with a lot of contains, some spies. I got Kendricks in there spying at defensive end. He panics because number 3 was not open on the 4 verts. David Harris matched him down the field, and the other seamer was covered as well. So, he's in those Madden 16 habits. Runs a corner route with Herman Moore. Bad news about that C route, it's still an unbumpable. You have to have a really good man coverage corner matchup to tighten that up. That's the good news, but I don't have that. I don't have a corner that can cover Herman Moore man to man. So I got to watch out for that. I'll go into man coverage when I do a review of the game coming up shortly. My general rule of thumb is that you have to play, or I play about maybe at least a dozen games between CPU. Well, first, CPU to get a feel of the mechanics and whatnot. Here I test his outside matchups with my 88 spec catch Greg Olson, and he fails the test. So we get on the board there. But anyhow, as I was saying, I play at least a half dozen games against a CPU just to kind of get a feel of things. I played about 20 this year, and I played 6 online games. I went no more than 6. I played 7, and I went 6-1 in draft champions. So I'm not going to do a review of the game until I play some users. I don't know what he was trying to do there. It looked like he couldn't get out of that what you call it, throw on the run or wanting to sprint. He was kind of like tapping the right trigger. Again, trying to do the same thing. I send the zone coverage defender a little bit late. He picks up about 8 yards on the scramble. So he's trying to run a Madden 16 offense, basically. Now he's going, hurry up. I'm in cover 6 here. And he takes the underneath route. He's going to go for it on 4th and about 3. I think he's going to go for it on 4th and 3. Yeah. He's going to go for it on 4th and 3. We're going to play. This time we come out in a 3 defensive line. Cover 2 with a spy built into the play. Turnover on downs. So we got a guy who's combining, trying to run a Madden 16 offense, 4 verts, flood, corner strike, and combining that with tunnel vision, combining that with the fact that what he's used to having open is no longer automatically open, and he's struggling. And this is Halou. Halou busts out of there. So he's back on offense. He tries to power it through. He's got a star lineman there. So he shows some sense and runs behind him. Now he's back into panic mode. Couldn't find anything. Should have been a pick. I get the ball back. One more score, I can probably put this game away. Devonta Freeman with a good run there. I'm still getting used to the running controls, and I'm still making the bad mistake of prematurely pressing sprint. That'll screw you up, or screws me up, because I miss lanes, I miss cutback lanes, I miss read holes, and I perform moves that I don't want to perform when I press sprint too much or too soon. Julian Edelman on the cross. Ransom levels the vital play earlier. And Carson Palmer overthrows that corner out there. And of course, we shanked the field goal with the base kicker. So here I'm bringing a zone blitz. This is Cat Blitz 3. It looks like a 2 deep. They jump to a 3 deep, and the corners blitz, so the corner blitzes and the linebacker. So we get him on that, And there he just kind of rushes the seam route. It's not there. I'm telling you, it's not there. Adventure field goal attempt, and we get it. So 17-7 with the ball. We're in good shape. Play some man. I hit the square in. I'm in a good rhythm here. I haven't made too many misreads, too many mistakes. He was playing man zero, but one man zero blitz. We picked it up. We're in a little Z spot. He was kind of wandering with his user defender. We're in a little hitch seam smash concept there. When that corner runs off, you hit the hitch. I thought this would go for more than it did. Little tight end screens. That leaves me having to kick with this kicker, and I missed it. These kickers, good force defense from my corner. He's in hurry up mode. What's he gonna run here? Looks like flanker drive, but he gets really lucky there. Really lucky. So yeah, he's struggling. He does not know how to read this. And I'm mixing up my cover two variation. Sometimes I'm in a Tampa 2, and I don't know how that got through. Sometimes I'm in a saw squat. Sometimes I'm in a hard flat. I'm in cover 2, show 4. And here I break out cover 2 buster. I've been showing this all game. Cover 2 buster is combination coverage. Man on one side, zone on the other. He thinks that corner route is open when he sees the man. But nope, he throws the corner to the cover 2 side, and he is playing cloud flat, and he's able to break it up, and he shanks his field goal attempt. So this game is just about over. Pop the counter, we almost break it. Trying to test the other side. Get some nice power block in there. Juke out of there, break a tackle, and Freeman is off to the races, and that will put the cherry on top. So he cries uncle. So there you go. This was my first draft champions run the table. Held him to 50% completion percentage because he was being stubborn and get the W. Hope you guys enjoy. Talk to you all later. Peace.